Maladjusted Misfits.
Hi, I'm Adam.
Hi, I'm Joe.
And together we're the Maladjusted Misfits.
And this is the one where we talk about friends.
Joe, after watching this week's episode, I decided I want to be the ultimate fighting champion. Hey, I'm serious. Okay, it's starting to hurt my feelings.
It's like saying I want to be the ultimate fighting champion.
Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new Friends fans that stumbled across our podcast.
Every week we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
And we break it down.
Look up trivia.
And give our own maladjusted take on the whole ultimate fighting episode.
And we try to make each other laugh.
And fingers crossed, one of you two.
What's going on?
Well, we're getting closer and closer to our bonus episodes.
I know, how exciting.
Do you have any announcements, or are you still making everybody wait?
I'm going to make everybody wait.
Oh, okay.
It makes them want to tune in, don't you think?
Oh, well, I don't know. I just want to know what we had to watch.
It's still a mystery to me.
Oh, great.
What are we doing this week?
This week is the one with the ultimate fighting champion.
And what's our IMDb plot?
Monica struggles to support Pete in his goal to become the ultimate fighting champion. Chandler is uneasy when his boss playfully slaps his butt. Rachel becomes jealous when Ross starts dating a woman that was introduced to him by a Phoebe.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with who introduced the woman to him. It's just the fact that he's dating another woman.
Right.
All right, our episode director this week is returning Robbie Benson.
Robbie B.
He just had his 69th birthday.
Really?
Yeah, that makes me feel real
Oh my goodness.
old.
Well, happy birthday to Robbie Benson.
Yeah. And I can't remember if I mentioned before, but he is in season 2 of Severance coming out.
Nice.
And notice I didn't mention one thing about his blue eyes.
Oh my gosh, you just did. I'm excited for Severance. You don't watch it, but
I don't. Our episode writers are the returning Scott Silveri and Shanna Goldberg Meehan.
okay.
I want to say Shanna Mulway too.
Right.
Which is from
I
Parks.
heard that in your voice.
Yeah.
I heard you wanting to say that.
Which is from Parks and Recreation. Scott wrote for a show that you would probably watch, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Twisted Puppet Theater.
Ooh.
The synopsis sounds right up your alley. Twisted Puppet Theater was a cult hit that ran for 13 episodes in the summer of July 1996.
Okay.
It was a hilarious, fast-paced variety show that was a hybrid of R-rated humor and sketches, a la Saturday Night Live.
Nice.
Performed by various puppets, muppets, marionettes, sock puppets, shadow puppets, and stick puppets. It aired as part of a late-night comedy block that also included the series Sherman Oaks and Howie Mandel's Sunny Skies.
Fun. All right. I'll have to look that up.
I know. I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. And then Shanna wrote all 22 episodes of a short-lived show called Better With You.
Okay.
It ran from 2010 to 2011.
All right.
It starred a few people I had not heard of, but two that we know and like.
Okay.
Jake Lacey.
Oh, yeah. Plop.
Yep, from The Office. And he's also in White Lotus.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Jake
I don't mean to plop Jake Lacey. I mean, I know that.
Yeah.
He probably gets that a lot, but he has moved on from plop.
Right. And the lovely Deborah Jo Rupp, Mrs. Knight, is in the TV show.
Yeah, she was just in that
Agatha all along.
Yeah, that we watched.
It was funny because we were like, I bet she's one of the witches, and they picked her, so I thought it was funny. When was our original air date?
So, the original air date was May 8th, 1997. So, the movie Father's Day, starring Robin Williams and Billy Crystal, was released and came in second at the box office that weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It was directed by Ivan Reitman and has 5.3 stars out of 10 rating on IMDb.
Ouch.
I watched the trailer, and it does not look so good.
Really?
But I think that's why they were hanging around the set there.
That's right. You'll hear that in my trivia.
However, the number one movie that week was a movie that had Bruce Willis as Corbin Dallas as he tries to help Lilo find her multi-pass so she can defend the galaxy as the Fifth Element.
Good movie. Fun. Very fun.
Yeah, like the Fifth Element.
Yes. Are you ready for some trivia?
I am ready.
All right, so you mentioned it. The appearance of Billy Crystal and Robin Williams wasn't in the original script.
Mm-hmm.
They were, by coincidence, in the same building or the one across the street from where the Friends shot. And the writers asked if they wanted to make a guest appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Robin and Billy ad-libbed the entire conversation their characters have in the coffee house, which the six friends eavesdrop upon. And when Joey irritates Billy Crystal's character by interrupting their conversation at one point, that was ad-libbed by Matt LeBlanc.
Oh, nice.
The annoyed reaction from Billy's character, who tells Joey to mind his own business, was likewise apparently ad-libbed by Billy.
Nice.
I thought
Fun.
that was fun.
It was fun.
Monica was supposed to have a line after the two men played by Robin Williams and Billy Crystal left, but Courtney Cox was so flummoxed in real life that she genuinely forgot what she was supposed to say, so she ad-libbed the line that said she forgot what she wanted to tell them.
They did a whole little story there. It was compelling.
So Tank Abbott, who
Okay.
Pete fights in he's an actual UFC heavyweight fighter.
Oh, goodness.
He left to return to wrestling in 1999, but recently returned to, well, not recently, maybe 20 years ago.
Right.
Returned to the UFC in 2003.
Okay, so he had a little window where he was like, I'm not fighting. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go back to fighting. Who knows what he's doing right now? At the time of this episode, MMA fighting was actually banned in New York City, but the ban was lifted in 2016.
Of course it was.
Oh, shit. I'll just let that pass. The large cup Ross has at the fight is identical to the one that was held by Ugly Naked Guy in the one where everyone finds out and he answers the door to Ross. It was explained in the commentary for this episode that the idea of the largest Coke came from a crew member bringing one to work every day.
Oh, nice.
There must be something out there.
That was a big thing of Coke.
It was huge. Pete says his trainer, Hoshi, is a former assassin and quickly corrects that to say house painter. He was house painter.
Yeah.
House painting apparently is a term used in organized crime as a code for a hit job.
Oh.
I looked this up, but I couldn't find anything. Apparently, you cannot Google organized crime, or you can now, and I'm on a list for another reason.
You got to look on the dark web.
Oh, okay.
You can use my Tor browser when we're done.
And then, sadly, this is Jon Favreau's last appearance on our beloved show, Friends.
Yeah.
All right.
All
What
right.
were your episode reactions?
Episode reactions. So Pete's turn for the insane is a fun way to say goodbye to the character. And it tracks for what I know about billionaires.
Right?
Rachel's meltdown is entertaining and kept small so far, so that made it nice. And Doug is fun within the safe confines of a sitcom, let's just say. How about you, Joe?
I like this episode. The Ultimate Fighting Championship is weird, but if you look at Monica's dating history, it's all weird. Pete is funny and determined. Bonnie is not bald, and I'm glad I'm not human resources at Chandler's office.
Yeah, that would not be a fun gig.
No. All right, let's do some favorites.
Okay, so Joe, favorite line?
I like when Pete says, I'm not saying I could beat up Superman, but kids are stupid. I think I need to put that on a shirt. Kids are stupid.
Kids are stupid.
What's your favorite line?
Well, again, it's one of those lines that I just say out of the blue all the time.
You do.
And it's my favorite Pete line. And it's, well, let me ask you a question. Am I the ultimate fighting champion? I just love his delivery.
It's so good.
I just enjoy that line. It's a weird
so
one, but I
fun.
like it.
Yeah. Favorite moments. I'm going to go with when Monica takes 4 hot dogs. And then she goes, I'm really nervous.
She grabs that little handful of buns.
It's my favorite. Like, she just grabs that whole handful of buns and takes them in the window. It's so cute. All right, what's yours?
My favorite moment is Pete again as he's blocking off his zone of terror.
His full body cast.
I like that part.
You can't see it, people, but we're demonstrating.
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
We're showing you the zone of terror.
You should all be doing the zone of terror.
2 hands on the wheel. All right. Favorite outfits. There was a lot of orange outfits in this episode, but I'm going to go with Phoebe's lime green sweater and shirt combo, and she had a long skirt with lime green pattern. It was in the opening. Yeah. It was pretty cute.
Yeah, there's lots of cute little outfits in this episode, but again, I'm going to go with Pete Becker's full torso plaster cast. It's just beautiful. You cut to him in that, and you're just like, "Aw, Pete."
He goes, "I'm fine. I'm just not supposed to move my spine."
He turns to say, "Ow!" We're still doing the arms. We're still doing it now.
We are. We're still doing the zone of terror. We're still doing the cast. All right, themes we explored this episode. Theme 1, getting your ass smacked at work. So many lawsuits.
Oh, yeah. And theme 2, becoming the ultimate fighting champion.
That's right. Theme 3, dating bald girls. I personally love bald women. I think they're adorable. But...
Yeah. I don't understand her. I understand it coming from Rachel.
Right.
But... Theme 4, your wife cheating on you with her gynecologist.
You know he has access. All right, we're going to take a quick break before we break down the episode. Excuse me, Doug. Hey there, sports fan!
Bing! You got those numbers for me?
No, I didn't do them.
You forgot?
No, I just didn't do them. Instead, I hung out with a couple of friends, had a couple of beers, so I certainly don't deserve any praise, verbal or otherwise.
Well, I got tanked myself last night. Pretty dicey drive home. Tappan Zee Bridge never looked smaller. That's okay, you're still my number 1 guy. Bing!
Doug! I'm a bit uncomfortable with the way that you express yourself.
Oh, is it the swearing? Is it the constant swearing? Because I gotta tell you, if it is, you can just kiss my ass!
No. It's not about the swearing. It's more about the way that you occasionally concentrate your enthusiasm on my buttocks.
Oh,
and don't get me wrong, I appreciate the sentiment. It's just that I have a rather sensitive posterior. And besides, it makes all the other guys jealous.
Well, say no more. It takes a lot of guts to bring this up. Bing! You're okay.
Doug?
Yeah.
Can you stop caressing my boob area?
What, you don't like this either?
No. We're back. I would expect no less from Doug in that situation.
All right, so we're here for the cold open.
Yes.
Central Perk, Rachel, Chandler, Phoebe, Joey, and Ross. They're all hanging out, and Chandler posits a city named Sample in, say, Missouri.
Why Missouri? Well, it could be any state.
Yeah, okay. Sample, Argentina. And you're driving into town, and there's a sign that says, "You're in Sample." And they all giggle along to his punny hypothetical. And then Monica comes in with a hey. And this is the first time they've seen her since she met with Pete. So they all ask how it went because they don't know the news yet.
Right.
They don't know the fighting news, And Monica starts in with, "You aren't going to believe this." And then these 2 guys come over and ask him to scooch like Ross at a hibachi place. And the friends are all nice, so they agree and they scooch. And it was scooch more. And Monica starts to say that she went over to Pete's. And then the one guy starts crying. Okay, so these aren't 2 random guys. It's Mork from Ork and Mike Wazowski. Or their human names are Robin Williams and Billy Crystal. Probably the 2 best-known comedians in 1997, I'd say.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
And Robin is crying. I have a feeling my wife is sleeping with her gynecologist. He's doing a weird accent for some reason because they just asked him to wander over and do a little scene. So, all the friends kind of start listening to this because it's so loud and funny. And Billy asks how he knows. And he goes, well, he has access. It's just a feeling you get. And Billy adds, like when you go bowling and you feel like you're in someone else's shoes. That,
No.
oh,
That's so nasty.
I don't like the comparison. But Phoebe tries to start Monica again. But Robin asks, why is it happening to me? Maybe it's my wound. And Monica's like, forget it. And Billy asks, has that not healed? And he goes, no, it's oozing. And he asks Rachel, can you pass the cream? Oh, I'll get it. And then Billy confesses, this is going to be hard, but I want it to come from me. I've been sleeping with your wife. So all of our friends are shocked by this revelation to these two strangers. And Joey even asks, so you're the gynecologist? And Billy goes, hey, I'm trying to have a private conversation. Is that okay? Robin Williams asks Rachel for the napkins, but she's too slow, and he's freaking out from the news about his friend and his wife, and then he grabs a napkin dispenser and he shouts to Billy, you are no longer my friend! We are finished! Nada! No more, you are a bastard for doing this! Get away! And Billy kind of follows Robin out with an apologetic smile to the coffee house, and he goes. And everyone processes what just happened for a moment before Phoebe asks Monica, what were you going to tell us? And she's like, I have no idea. I completely forget. Q, I'll be there for you.
She literally completely forgot. It would be hard. I don't know how they didn't laugh because it was like ad libs, so they had no idea what was coming out of their mouths.
Right.
So.
Well, they were probably like, okay, we have to make it.
Yeah.
Keep it straight because they're not going to want to do it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. They're important. They have better things to do. All right. We're still at Central Perk. The whole gang is there.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel asks, come on. What was the big news Pete wanted to tell you, Mon? Or should I say Mrs. Monica Becker? You think she would have shown them the ring if she was engaged.
Yeah. You think if she would have walked in, holding up her hand, or they would have been like, oh, something happened.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. So Phoebe begs Mon not to take his name, and Monica informs the gang that Pete did not ask her to marry him.
Oh.
The gang is sad and shocked.
Yeah.
And Phoebe instructs Mon, well, then definitely don't take his name.
Don't do it now.
So Monica proceeds to tell them that Pete wanted to tell her he's going to compete in some ultimate fighting competition thingy. The guys all question the validity of that statement by going, Pete?
Pete? That's not right.
Rachel asks what it is, and Mon says, I don't know exactly. It's sort of like wrestling. Phoebe seems intrigued. Oh? Until she hears there's no costume.
Oh. It's like me. Really? Woo! Oh, it's just guys fighting for real. Ugh.
Joey also informs them that it's not fake, and it's totally brutal. Chandler does the movie voiceover. Yeah, it's 2 guys in a ring, and the rules are, there are no rules. There's a few cut lines. Rachel says, turns to Chandler and goes, I heard you made a great 12-year-old. Chandler goes, oh, it is the best year of my life. So Monica clarifies that you can, like, bite and pull people's hair and stuff. And Ross says, yeah, anything goes except eye gouging and fish hooking.
What's fish hooking?
Ross goes, huh? What's fish hooking? And then Joey proceeds to stick his finger in Ross's mouth and pull on his cheek. You know, like when you hook a fish.
That's right. That's exactly where it comes from.
Ross thanks Joey and says that would have been really hard to describe, which I just did in the previous sentence.
Yeah.
What is that taste? What? My hands are totally clean. I just gave the duck a bath.
Oh. Wow. All right. So now we're at Chandler's company conference room. Chandler, various workers, and the new boss, Doug, who is speaking as we enter the scene. So thanks for the warm welcome. It's good to have you guys on the team. I come to play. Hope you do too. Now let's go out there and get him. And Doug is played by the great character actor Sam McMurray, who played a similar character in the Coen Brothers classic Raising Arizona.
Absolutely.
And he's also been in everything from Moonlighting and The Simpsons to The Sopranos and Breaking Bad.
He's awesome. He's just funny in everything.
Yeah. And Doug ends his intro speech with the ever-inspiring platitude, there is no I in team. But Chandler quips, but there are 2 in martinis, so everybody back to my office. And the rest, all the office people all laugh as they head out. And Doug points at Chandler and calls him Chuckles. Says, Chuckles, what's your name? Bing, sir. I'm sorry. No, I heard what you said. It was funny. I like funny. Team is about work, but it's also about having fun. Good to see you on board, Bing. And on Bing, Doug winds up and smacks Chandler flat on the ass.
Which is probably why it hurt so much.
Yeah. He got in a solid swing there, too.
I know. It's like startling.
And Chandler looks stunned. And it takes a beat before he starts to confusedly make his way out into the hall. Then we cut to Monica's apartment, and the gang is all there. And Ross is on the telephone making reservations for 6 under the name Winona Ryder, who will later appear as Rachel's oldest and closest friend, Melissa Warburton, and the one with Rachel's big kiss, which is why she's the closest friend. Closest old friend.
Closest old friend.
Yeah. Now, though, her name just helps Ross get the reservations. Chandler congratulates Ross and then spanks his ass, a la Doug. Which Ross, about as shocked as Chandler was, asks, dude, what are you doing? And Chandler's like, thank you, confirming his suspicion that this is not normal behavior.
No.
And explaining to his friend that his boss kept slapping his butt and acting like it was no big deal. Phoebe asks what Chandler did about it. Well, he did nothing. He didn't want to be the guy who had a problem with his boss slapping his bottom. And Monica suggests, I think it's okay to be that guy.
That was almost my favorite line. I love when she says that. I think it's okay to be that guy.
Yeah, it's okay to be the guy that has a problem with that. Joey wanders to the kitchen area while saying, and maybe it's just a jock thing, like footballers after a touchdown. And he slaps Ross's ass. And Ross throws up his hands as if to say, why my ass again? But Rachel doesn't understand, guys. She would never congratulate Monica on a great stew by grabbing her boob. And Chandler suggests, yeah, for a great stew, you just stick your head between them. And he does what became known as the motorboat gesture. Monica asks if they can please go eat anything but stew. And they all get ready to head out. And Ross suggests that Chandler just never provide Doug a target. Just turn your back on him. And then Joey suggests you teach him a lesson. Rub something that smells really bad on your butt. And then when he smacks you, his hand will smell. Now, what could you rub on your butt that would smell bad? That is when Chandler poses the hypothetical.
What if Joey were president?
I'm not taking that bait. Phoebe and Rachel are the last to go, and Phoebe asks Rach if she can set Ross up on a date. And she's like, huh? What? With who? And she's like, my friend Bonnie. And she always thought Ross was cute, and you two aren't together, but...
Which one is Bonnie again?
FYI, Bonnie was my mother's name. And today, as we record, is her birthday. So I love you, Mom. I miss you. But Phoebe explains that her friend Bonnie, Rachel made me remember her from Phoebe's birthday party 2 years ago. Average height, medium build, she was bald. Upon hearing the word bald, Rachel agrees because bald chicks are never hot. I mean, there's Natalie Portman in V for Vendetta, and Sashir Zamata, that was just in Agatha all along, Sigourney Weaver in Alien 3, and Danai Gurira, who was in Black Panther, Demi Moore in G.I. Jane, and Charlize Theron, who played Furiosa. I might have a thing for bald women. Joe?
I am not shaving my head. If it falls out naturally, fine.
All right, good to know. Phoebe thinks Rachel is growing and slaps her ass to congratulate her. And Rachel throws her a look as they head out, like, why are you smacking my ass now?
Better hers than Ross's. Oh, sorry.
If I was going to smack somebody's ass.
Right.
Which is why I don't do that.
That's right. Don't go down that road. All right, we're at Pete's office / workout space. I'm not sure where we are. He looks he's like in a high rise. There's Hoshi and Pete and a bunch of other workout guys just standing around.
Yeah.
So Hoshi, Pete's trainer, played by James Hong,
Yeah.
He has 462
Oh, yeah.
acting credits.
Oh, yeah.
He has been in so much.
Mhm.
He also does a lot of voice work. He was in Kung Fu Panda and then a couple Star Wars cartoons. He's 96 years old today. Today's not his
Right.
birthday, but he's 96 years old.
Yeah.
And he has 2 upcoming credits.
Nice.
I know. Guy's hardworking.
Yeah, James he's a badass. He's
Yeah.
in everything.
So he's encouraging Pete. You are iron. You are steel. Let me ask you something. How come when I call your computer support line, I have to wait an hour and a half? And Pete answers like I do at work. I told you, we're adding new operators all the time. Could we concentrate on my training? Hoshi complains, it's just hard when I know I have email I can't get. It's nice being in a position where I can just walk over to the IT people and be
Right.
like, can you come over here?
Can you
fix
come
this?"
over here and fix this, please?
Like, you can open a ticket after the fact. I don't care. So Monica comes in and Pete says hi and runs over to kiss her. Hoshi goes, all right, on the table. And he starts to give Pete a sweaty rub down. Monica bends down in front of Pete and tells him her friends told her about the ultimate fighting thing. And it sounds really dangerous.
No.
She tells him she doesn't want him to get hurt because I kind of like you.
No.
Pete assures her, oh, believe me, I don't want to get hurt either. I'm being smart about this.
Smart.
Yes. See these guys? They're the best trainers in the world. And Hoshi here used to be a paid assassin. Hoshi yells at him in Chinese, a house painter. He used to be a house painter. I do like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
Monica begs Pete, promise me you'll be careful. And Pete promises. And then Mon asks if they're still on for tonight. And Pete says, yeah. And Mon says, okay, good. Because, maybe we could have a little workout of our own.
Ooh.
Hoshi shouts, no boom boom before big fight. Monica looks at Pete and says, how about just a boom?
Oh, yeah, just a boom.
Big bada boom.
Big bada boom.
That's from Fifth Element.
It is. It all ties together.
It does.
Now we're at Central Perk. Phoebe and Bonnie are sitting at a table in there. And Rachel walks in with a hot pretzel that she thinks was sold to her by one of the kids from Fame.
Aww.
Now, I don't know if she means the 1980 movie Fame or the TV series that ran from 1982 to 1987. But, fun fact, Laura Dean was one of the stars of the Fame movie, and she plays Sophie, Rachel's coworker that is driven to murder.
Hey, there is no direct evidence of her involvement in Joanna's accident.
But you agree Sophie has a motive.
Motive alone is not evidence.
We'll hash it out next season.
Okay.
All right, back to the episode. Rachel, not even noticing yet that Phoebe is even sitting with someone, asks Phoebe if she's ready to go to the movie.
I know, it's just kind of rude she didn't come in and go, oh, hi, I'm
Right.
Rachel.
But Phoebe then introduces her to Bonnie, played by Christine Taylor, who would marry Ben Stiller, who played the Screamer, Tommy, in just 2 episodes ago. But
Yeah.
according to Christine's trivia page on IMDb, she and Ben did not meet until 2 years after this, while filming a TV pilot in 1999.
That is too funny.
So they're just right next to each other, but they didn't even know each
No,
other.
that's
weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But Rachel is taken aback at the sight of Bonnie, who has a full head of hair and is frankly as cute as a button.
Yeah.
Rachel doubts it being Bonnie so much that Bonnie says she can show her ID.
I thought that was funny too.
But Rachel is like, no, you just look different than the last time I saw you. And Bonnie goes, oh yeah, I just started wearing bras again.
Oh, that must be it.
They tell each other to have fun tonight. And Rachel is shaken from the interaction so much that once outside, she says to Phoebe, you said she was bald.
Yeah, she was bald.
But Rachel's starting to panic now. This is just perfect. And Phoebe's confused. I thought you said this was okay. Well, she said it was okay when it was some weird bald chick. That girl has hair all over her head. But Phoebe thinks it might not work out. Ross may not like her personality.
Why? She have a bad personality?
Oh no, Bonnie's the best. And then the guitar bob wow now now as they change the location. We're at Chandler's office place again. Chandler is wearing a regular suit vest and goes to the water cooler and bends over as Doug yells bing. Chandler jumps right away and spins so he doesn't get molested.
Oh no.
Doug read Bing's proposal. Real home run. He has a swing and a miss because Chandler jumped out of the way. Doug says, barely got you that time, and orders him to come over. And wham! That was a good one. Then Doug walks away, and Chandler asks his co-workers, what's with that guy? And Mike Yanagita from Fargo says, with him, you're his favorite. You're his guy. And then the glasses co-worker complains that they never get smacked. Chandler says to Mike Yanagita, Doug got you once. And Mike is like, nuh-uh. He ricocheted off you and into me.
The character's name is Phil.
Oh, you're such a stickler.
Well, if you keep calling him Mike and Nagita, they may not know who you're talking about. Stop confusing the listeners.
All right. Then Stevens, the glasses guy, said he needs more smacks as he has a kid starting Dartmouth in the fall. And Doug comes back out in the hall. Dartmouth! Who went to Dartmouth? Dartmouth sucks! You go to Dartmouth, Bing?
No, sir.
There you go! Bang! He smacks his ass again.
Oh, poor Chandler. All right, now we're at the ultimate fighting place, wherever that might be. We have Ross and Monica.
Big stadium.
Ross walks up with this huge tub of popcorn and drink. It's huge.
Yeah.
Monica's
It's
like,
a bucket of drink.
God, Ross, what is that? It's the ultimate fighting combo. Yeah, I saved 30 cents. Plus, I get to keep the cup. We can bathe the duck in it.
He's got room to swim.
Right. The announcer says, from New York City, New York, appearing in his Ultimate Fighting Champion debut, he's known for his confrontational business style. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Pete Becker.
I don't think Elton Muskie is enough of a man to try and compete as the Ultimate Fighting Champion.
Are you trying to go to Elon Musk into the ring with UFC fighters?
Shh, it could work. He could fall for it.
Remember the announcer is the other announcer's brother?
Yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, that's his brother.
Mm-hmm. So Pete enters with his entourage all pumped up, and Ross and Monica are the only ones who stand and cheer. Monica shouts, I love you, Pete. And the announcer goes, and his opponent from Huntington Beach, California. He's a 300-pound street fighter, Tank Abbott.
Sure, you name your kid Tank. What else do you think they're going to be when they grow up?
The crowd goes wild, and Ross is the only one booing him.
And he regrets it. He looks...
Monica goes up to the ring and calls Pete over. The guy's pretty huge.
I do love that Pete looks completely sure of himself at this point.
Yeah,
he's
does.
like grinning like,
I
this
got
guy has
this.
no clue what's going to happen.
It's kind of like, and this may come out mean, but it's like having street smarts and book smarts.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I would never go up against somebody that had that much street smarts and think that I could best them.
Right.
So Pete assures Monica, don't worry. Hoshi taught me how to use an opponent's strength and weight against him. Ross quips, well, then that guy is in serious, serious trouble.
And I do like that line. That was a contender.
Pete and Monica kiss, and Monica mouths, I love you, to him. Ross encourages Pete, all right, you go get him. Let's go. I like how Ross helps Monica hop down off the ring. It's cute.
Yeah.
And the referee, who was an actual referee for UFC.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that guy before.
Oh, no, you haven't.
I tried to fib, it didn't work.
Here we go, gentlemen. Here we go. Are you ready? Tank nods and takes out his teeth.
Yeah.
Turns to Pete. Are you ready? Pete nods. Yes. Let's get it on. They both rush each other, and Tank picks Pete up and carries him over and slams him into the fence surrounding the ring.
Yes, he does.
Pete says what we're all thinking and have thought all along. Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's just now catching on.
He can pick me up is what he's thinking. Tank carries Pete over to the other side of the ring, and we see both Monica and Ross wince in pain.
Ooh.
Fight is over. It's quiet in the stadium. Monica comes in wearing Pete's Letterman jacket. On the back, the lettering is black on black. It was kind of hard to read.
Oh, okay.
But it says Pete Becker's team on the top. And then there's check boxes.
Yeah.
And one of them says brains, brawn, and I can't see the rest.
Oh.
But I can imagine. So Monica comes in and sits next to Pete and says, "Hey, it's me, Monica." So there's cut lines. Pete says, "Who else would it be?" Monica says, "Well, earlier when you were coming to, you called me Fran."
Fran, what are you doing here?
So Monica says, "Can I just tell you how proud I am of you?" So Pete says, "It would be uplifting after a stadium full of people chanted, 'You suck.'" Monica says, "I mean it. I thought you were a wackadoodle, but now you can just look back at this thing, no regrets." Pete is shocked.
He is shocked.
"What? Look back?" Monica says, "Well, you're not going to keep going, are you?"
Well, let me ask you a question. Am I the ultimate fighting champion?
You say that so much and always with his voice. I love it. He's not. So he informs her that he is not going to stop until he is the ultimate fighting champion. And Monica points out, "That guy stood on your neck until you passed out." Pete tells us a story. "When I set out to create Moss 865, do you think it was just happened overnight? No. There was Moss 1 that burnt down my dad's garage. There was Moss 34 that killed my dog, Sparky, and 862 others that I learned from, just like I learned never to let a guy stand on my neck."
Oh.
Monica, rethinking her boyfriend choice, says, "You didn't know that already?"
Yeah.
Pete promises her that he's going to get better. Monica tells him he better get a lot better, fast. Pete tells her, "Oh yeah, Hoshi thinks her being ringside may have affected his concentration." Monica goes, "Yeah, that was the problem."
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. All right, so now we're at Monica and Rachel's, the whole gang again. Ross is on the balcony wearing an apron and grilling burgers with Phoebes beside him. As Monica crawls out the window and Ross asks how long until Pete's fight. And Monica says 5 minutes. They are interviewing Pete's opponent. He trains by going to Iran and pulling the arms off of thieves, which is charming in a way.
No, it's not.
Ross offers up a hot dog, but Monica takes 4 as she is really nervous Nelly about Pete. And Ross obliges, and then she grabs a handful of buns as she heads out. And Phoebe asks Ross how it went with Bonnie. And Ross was not expecting to like her. He was not expecting to like anyone, but she's terrific. Phoebe, in a feeble attempt to throw off the relationship for Rachel's sake, says, "Oh, that's too bad." And Ross is surprised by the misunderstanding and says, "No, I'm saying I liked her." She's like, "There's other fish in the sea." And he's like, No, she's great. We are going out again." And Phoebe says, "Okay, I hear you. Can you talk about anything else?" Ross is confused and doesn't understand, but Chandler climbs out the window asking for his turkey burger, and Ross says that it's the one next to my foot. Sorry.
Are they trying to explain away his skinniness? He's like, why would he eat a turkey burger?
I don't know. Shrug. At this point, he's just always been skinny, you know? Plus, I eat regular beef burgers like a man that likes to get spanked by his boss. So, Joey sticks his head out. The fight's starting. Ross says they'll be right in, but he asks Chandler if his boss tried slapping him again. 9 times!
I don't remember him being absent 9 times.
Oh, Ferris Bueller. Nice.
Thanks.
Chandler had to apply lotion to the chafed area. It was so many times. But tomorrow he's conducting an experiment that should result in him being smack-free.
Fight's over.
Ding, ding. Phoebe, Chandler, and Ross all freeze, having missed all 20 seconds of the fight. And yes, I timed it.
It was 20 seconds.
20 seconds exactly.
Oh my God. So much so that he's in a full upper
Yeah.
torso cast. Jesus.
Well, I mean, if I went into an Ultimate Fighting cage, 20 seconds later, I'd be in a cast. Oh, then we cut to Chandler's office again with Doug. Mm-hmm. And Chandler tries to say, "Excuse me," to Doug, but Doug doesn't hear it, so he falls back to the, "In their sports fans!" I had guys like that you'd have to...
Oh, really?
You have to yell
talk
something
like
to
that?
get their attention. But Doug asks for numbers, and Chandler admits to not doing them. See, this is his plan.
Oh,
to do a bad job from now on.
Right, so he won't get smacked.
Right. So he says he hung out with some friends and had some beers. Nothing but smackingly praiseworthy. But Doug also got tanked last night, and he makes a joke alluding to committing a DUI and Bing is still his numero uno bendito, and smack! And Bing has reached his threshold. He stops Doug and confronts him on how he is a bit uncomfortable the way Doug expresses himself. And Doug assumes he meant the swearing. Mm-hmm. The constant motherfucking swearing. While Chandler can kiss his ass. And Chandler explains, no, it's not the bitch hell ass swearing. It's the concentration of Doug's enthusiasm on his buttocks. Chandler explains further that he has a soft, sensual butt, and the other fellows are getting all jelly up in their peanut butter about his being the only buttock getting attention.
You just made that analogy up. Jelly all up in their peanut butter. Okay.
Doug is not used to getting this complaint from men. So he tells Bing not to worry, and he respects him bringing it up. And then, as Chandler goes to leave, Doug fake swings at Chandler's ass, but contends with the view as Chandler walks away. Well, not really. But Chandler, embarrassed by the whole event, does the finger guns to his temple.
All right, we're outside Central Perk on the sidewalk. Phoebe and Rachel and an army of ants, which is the correct nomenclature because I looked it up. Or it could be colony, but army sounds cooler.
Yeah.
So Phoebe and Rachel are walking and playing Would You Rather.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just Phoebe playing.
Oh, okay. Would you rather live in the shirt pocket of a sweaty giant or inside a shower drain? Adam, which would you rather?
Well, shirt pocket. I don't want to drown. Plus, we may become friends. Joe, you?
I was going to say shirt pocket for the same exact reason.
The same exact reason?
Yes, I was like, in the drain, I might drown. But if he's nice, I could talk to him.
All of his hair is just going to collect over top of me, and then it's going to come through all slow.
Yep. Ugh. And it would smell. All right.
You're welcome for that, everybody.
So Rachel sees Ross and Bonnie inside Central Perk and goes, oh my God, Phoebe, look, it's Ross and that girl.
Oh no.
Phoebe cleverly tries to distract Rachel. No, look at that. Drags her away from the window. It's a line of ants and they're working as a team.
Oh wow, that is exciting.
Rachel exclaims, Phoebe! Looking in the window, Phoebe says, right, oh yeah, wow. It looks like Ross is breaking up with her. Oof. I hope he lets her down easy. Let's go. Rachel's not buying it. She says, come on, Phoebe, look at that. They are not breaking up. Look at them. That is a second date. That's what that is. Look at that. She just put her hand on his thigh. Phoebe informs Rach, oh no, that really is nothing. She's very sexually aggressive.
That does not make her feel better.
Rachel, walking away from the window, goes, oh, Phoebe, this is all your fault. Now he loves her. He's going to marry her. And this is all your fault. Phoebe shouts, you said it was okay. You said she was bald. Phoebe replies, was.
Was.
I do like that line, too. Rachel begs Phoebe, we just can't let it happen, okay? We have to do something. We have to break them up, okay? Just go in there and, shave her head. You owe me one bald girl.
You owe me one, too.
Phoebe tries to calm Rach down. Okay, first of all, breathe. Second of all, I don't get it. Aren't you the one that decided that you didn't want to be with Ross?
Yeah.
Rachel quietly affirms. Phoebe asks if Ross isn't her friend and doesn't she want him to be happy? She affirms again. Exacerbated Rach says she didn't expect him to move on so soon. And she plops down on the curb.
Jake Lacey.
Phoebe sits down next to her and hugs her, then shouts, oh no! What? Oh, we killed them all. They jump up and wipe off their butts.
A lot of butt stuff in this episode.
Which is funny because remember the first time Rachel sat on the curb, she put a towel down.
Yeah.
Now she just flops down. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, now she's killing ants. It don't matter. Eat ass, ants. All right, so now we're in Pete's locker room. Pete, he's sitting in a cast that covers his entire torso region, arms and neck included, as well as bruising and cuts all about his face. Monica opens the door and gasps, And Pete turns to see her, but he hurts his back and he turns back. Pete assures Monica it's not that bad. It's just a precaution as he's not to move his spine. She asks him if he is stopping now. Nope, he's fine. He would fight tonight if they'd let him. And then he stands up and makes a little ring with his immobile arms. See this circle, he says? This is my zone of terror.
Adam's doing the zone of terror.
I'm doing
again.
the zone of terror again. I tried to do it enough so they can hear my voice going in and out by the mic.
Okay, doing the zone of terror. Got it.
Which reminds me of my grandmother saying I couldn't knock her down while she was taking the Tai Chi class.
Oh my God.
I think I might have mentioned this before.
Yeah, she was, well, maybe. She was in her 80s because it was a while ago. She's 95 now.
Yeah.
And she was in a Tai Chi class, and she, Adam was laughing, making just silly. She's in her 80s, and she goes, "Come, it's serious. I can do a pose where you can't knock me down." Adam's 6'1".
I'm 6'1", and my grandmother is grandmother sized.
And 80 years
and
old
I was
again.
like, "I'm not going to push you." And she was like, "You can't knock me down." I was like, "Well, stand in front of the chair." And then, with barely even trying, I just knocked her. And she was so disappointed.
She was like, "It's not like that in class." We love you, Grandma Nan.
Yeah, I love you, Grandma. But Monica is just now starting to think that Pete's insane. Irrationally so. And she's like, "Pete, you have got to give this up." But he cannot. Not until he's the ultimate fighting champion. I want her to yell at him at this point.
Right.
You're not allowed to say those words anymore. Not together, not separately. You're not allowed to say ultimate. You're not allowed to say fighting. You're not allowed to say champion.
Stop saying those words.
But he thinks he's going to do it. The day will come when children argue over who would win a fight between him and Superman. He's not saying he could beat Superman, but, kids are stupid. Just a side note, I am excited for James Gunn's new Superman movie.
Yep.
More so, I think Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, because I think Gunn could write a really fun Lois Lane.
Yeah, and she was amazing in The Marvelous Miss Maisel. Yeah.
So, anyway, Monica sits him down and says,
"Sit down, all right? Please, just listen to me. You are terrible at this, okay? You are the worst Ultimate Fighter ever. Ever!"
And Pete responds with, "I have a torn rotator cuff, a hairline fracture in my right forearm, and a severely bruised Adam's apple. But that really hurt." But Monica loves him so much she cannot watch him hurt himself like this. If he has to do this, she's going to bounce. And Pete thinks if she's asking him to quit, then she's asking him to be someone he's not. So she's got to go. She kisses him goodbye. And then Pete asks as she's leaving, "Could you leave a note? I'm in a lot of painkillers and I may not remember it tomorrow." And in a very un-Monica move, she just kind of leaves without leaving a note.
Oh, she might leave it at the front office.
I don't know. I think that's rude. Cut to Chandler's office, conference room 1406 with Doug. All right, wait. Joe, you left me all of the Doug scenes? I feel this is deliberate.
No, really, it came out that way. And I came downstairs and told you.
Yeah, well, fine. You're doing all the Phoebe scenes when she thinks the cat is her dead mom.
Fine, I will.
Fine.
Good. I love you.
Duh, I love you too. Anyway, in conclusion, all the lines are pointing up, so Doug is happy. Mike Yanagita?
Phil.
Good job. Spank. Stevens, way to go. Spank. Goldberg, you maniac, I love you. Spank. Bing, good job. Handshake. And then Stevens comes back in for his suitcase, or just to get another spanking. It's hard to say. And now that I've started to call them spankings instead of smackings, I think it sounds even worse.
People get paid to do that.
So now, having spanked Stevens again, Doug looks Chandler up and down and asks, "Well, how about you? You're not feeling left out or anything, are you? Everyone else got one, and you want one too, don't you?" And then Chandler confesses, yes, I do.
Oh, Chandler, no.
Now get on out of here. And he spanks that ass.
Oh my God.
And after Chandler leaves, Doug closes the door to celebrate Chandler's change of heart all by himself.
All right, now we're at the tag. Monica and Rachel's apartment. The whole gang is there.
Yep.
Chandler is wearing a sweater vest.
Yay!
It's the tag, but it counts.
Yeah, it's part of the program.
The gang is all squished into the frame, so they
Yeah.
had to get everyone in the frame. So Phoebe, Joey, and Ross are on the couch. Rachel and Chandler are on the floor in front of them, and Monica's pacing the kitchen eating popcorn.
Oh, I think it's cute that she still watched after she broke up with him.
Well, if he won, she might go back to it. TV announcer says Pete Becker is circling the ring now. It looks like he's just trying to feel him out. Oh, Bruiser is just... Chandler shouts, "Run! Run, you crazy rich freak!" Rachel moans, "Oh, I can't watch this." Covers her eyes. Joey turns around to Mon in the kitchen and shouts, "Check it out, he's winning! Pete's winning!" "Really?" Joey says,
No!
"That was kind of mean." The TV announcer continues, "Uh-oh, Bruiser has Becker on the canvas, is going for his favorite area." They all shout and recoil in horror. Oh! Phoebe says, "Wait, if that's his favorite area, why is he being so mean to it?" Ross turns to Mon and says, "Well, this is ironic. Of your last two boyfriends, Richard didn't want to have kids, and from the looks of it now, Pete can't."
Oh, she looks so sad. Oh.
They all start, shouting and pointing at the TV. Ow!
Oh.
That's the end of the episode.
Mhm.
Cut and print.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, it's me, Monica. Can I just tell you how proud I am of you?
It would be nice after hearing 20,000 people chant, "You suck."
I mean, I thought you were nuts at first, but you did it, and now you can just look back at this thing with no regrets.
What? Look back.
We're not going to keep going, are you?
Well, let me ask you a question. Am I the ultimate fighting champion?
Well, no, but
Well, I'm not going to stop until I'm the ultimate fighting champion.
that guy stood on your neck until you passed out.
Let me tell you a story. When I set out to create Moss 865, do you think it just happened overnight? No. There was Moss 1 that burned down my dad's garage. There was Moss 2 that would only schedule appointments in January. And there were 862 others that I learned from. Just like I learned from this fight, never to let a guy stand on my neck.
You didn't know that already?
Look, I'm going to get better, okay? I promise you.
Okay. Get a lot better. Fast.
Oh, one other thing. Hoshi thinks that you being ringside may have affected my concentration.
You know what? I'm becoming less concerned with what that fucking Ochi thinks.
Oh.
We're back. What did we learn from this episode?
Joe, what did you learn?
I learned that Chandler worked in the Thunderdome Anything Goes office. And can you call someone brainy if they go into a ring to fight, having never done it before? So it's like the time I took the boy kid to therapy.
Oh.
He told the therapist he wanted to grow up to be a baseball player, having never once picked up a bat or ever hit a ball.
You know, I wasn't sporty, Dad. I tried to be when he was little.
Right. He was in soccer, and he spent most of the time doing cartwheels on the field.
I mean, his attention span is nil, and his physical prowess is about the same.
Yeah. I mean, he was 15. You know,
Right.
if he'd have said it when he was like 8, I probably would have been okay, fine, whatever. But he was 15. Said he wanted to grow up to be a baseball player.
And we had never watched a baseball game ever.
Never. And they even said that Anakin was too old to train at 8. And look how he turned out. I digress. Go ahead.
You digress a lot.
What did you learn from this episode?
I learned that people used to think sexually grooming was funny.
Oh.
I like that Rachel breaks her own mind by not paying attention to the words. And I doubt Pete's conquering of the intellectual world. I need to know what metric he was using for that.
Yeah, that might be helpful.
So, final thoughts, Joe. I put you first.
If I had to guess, Pete, as a character, I think he's dead now.
I second that. And I will add that I think Doug is probably no longer employable.
Oh, I second that. So what was our sweater vest tracker?
Well, the prior count was 14.
Right.
In the stinger, we had a brown sweater vest, so the overall count is now 15.
That's awesome. We have 15 sweaters this season. Sweater vests, sorry. And so Magna Doodle tracker, we never went to Chandler and Joey's apartment.
Nope, never were.
Never were there, so we didn't get to see it.
And okay, so the IMDb rating for this episode is 8 out of 10 stars with 5,500 ratings. So,
all right.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so like every week I've been posting for someone to, send us their thoughts on the episode. Right. So I forgot to do it, and then I sat up in bed about 10:30 and was like, oh, crap, I forgot to do it. So I did it.
Yeah.
And then one of our listeners said, hey, that was last week's episode. So then I fixed it, and it's next week's episode.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
It's not this episode. So I really fucked it up. So we're going to just do an IMDb review, okay?
Oh, all right. That's fine. You do what you got to do.
So
that's not any of my business.
Nope. So the episode got an 8 out of 10. This person did a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
It's called The One with the Ultimate Fighting Champion by Prismark10.
Prismark.
That's what it said.
Oh.
June 21st, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So their reactions are, the episode starts with Robin Williams and Billy Crystal popping in Central Perk. It was the best bit.
All right.
The second best bit was Monica.
Okay.
I know. The second best bit was Monica's new boyfriend, Pete, John Favreau in parentheses, thinks he can be an ultimate fighting champ despite having his butt repeatedly kicked.
Oh, jeez.
Pete is deluded enough to think he can bring his philosophy of succeeding in business to fighting. Either that or he was brain damaged from one punch.
Could go either way.
Looking very much these days of sexual harassment, Chandler gets his butt repeatedly slapped by his boss. It's become so painful, he needs to put cream on.
That is true.
He feels bad for Chandler's fake butt.
Yeah.
There were some nice singers that Friends is famous for.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was the review. My bad, peeps. I already have a review for next week's episode.
Nice.
But,
at least you got your head now.
I'm ahead now. So, speaking of that, what is next week's episode?
Next week's episode is The One with the Beach.
Ooh.
The season finale / cliffhanger. While at the beach, the gang plays Strip Happy Days game. Phoebe learns Terry Garr was perfectly cast as her birth mother.
Agreed.
And Ross discovers that Rachel will sabotage his future romantic interests.
Again and again and again. Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
Yeah.
Nothing exciting going on except it's cold.
It's cold.
We got most of our new appliances installed.
Yeah.
Waiting for the microwave.
Yeah, you got your new fridge and stove and
it's fun. So we got a new
dishwasher.
The reason we got the appliances was the dishwasher. But we got this new stove, and then we went to cook on it, and Adam realized that none of our pans work because it's an induction stove.
Right. You bought an induction oven because you liked the blue inside of the oven. Yeah. And then none of our pans worked on it.
Yeah. So we have 3 pans right now that currently work. Right. We have a tiny skillet or tiny saucepan. Yeah. 1 skillet, and then a big Dutch oven pot that you can't cook macaroni and cheese in because it's way too big. Right.
Is Dutch oven a word other than the farting thing? I thought that was...
Oh, yeah. You didn't know that was called a Dutch oven? Oh, my God.
I thought Dutch oven was just when you cover somebody's head and fart.
Yeah. So this past week we watched Daredevil, the TV show.
Yeah, we started it. We're in the midst of it.
Yeah.
Because there was a trailer for a new season or something.
Yeah. And we were like, oh, that was good. I really like, what's the guy that plays Matt Murdock?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yeah, that guy.
Yeah. You should have looked it up if you were going to bring it up. Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox. Yes, I like Charlie Cox.
I forget what movie it was, but apparently Charlie Cox auditioned for some role, but like he left the Daredevil set and went to audition, so he was still doing the blind thing.
Oh, no.
And then he didn't get cast because they're like, this guy doesn't make eye contact.
How funny is that?
Yeah.
He does play a blind guy very well.
And then we watched Wolves.
So Wolves is with George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
Right, it's on Apple TV.
Yeah. As like cleaners for hitmen and stuff like that. Like, it was really funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
George Clooney and Brad Pitt are so funny, like bantering off each other and everything. And then there was this kid in it, and he was really good.
Yeah.
But it was funny. I think people would enjoy it. But it's on Apple TV.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
We just got Apple TV. We haven't had it for a while.
We do that with all of our streaming. You know, we'll cancel one and then pick up another and then cancel that and pick back that.
So we don't have 40 all at once. And like, why do we have no money?
And then we watched last night the Arnold Schwarzenegger Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Actually, we burned it. Like, we just totally made fun of it the whole time.
Well, we watched the Bob's Burgers during dinner.
Yeah.
And it was the one where they do Burn Unit, where they make fun of the stuff that's on TV.
Right.
So I was like, you want to Burn Unit Total Recall?
And there was lots of stuff to burn on Total Recall.
I enjoy Total Recall,
It's
but
fun.
it looks dated. It looks
it's very
older
dated.
now.
But it's rated R, right?
Oh yeah, hard R.
Oh yeah. And like, we haven't seen an action movie that's been R for a while. There was so much gore and blood and like drills going into people.
Right.
It's crazy.
You haven't watched an hard R thing in a while. I was like, this is a lot tamer than I remember.
All right. Are you ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap her on up.
All right. We're so glad you stumbled across our podcast. If you are enjoying it, please share it with other friends, fans.
Or maybe rate it and or leave a review.
And if you want to contribute your thoughts or reactions to the podcast, pick your favorite episode, even if it's weeks from now.
It helped Joe out.
Send us your musings, and we'll share them on that episode. You can also write just to say hello.
Yeah, come on. We'd like to hear from more of you misfits out there.
Email us at themaladjustedmisfits@gmail.com.
Or we're hosted on Buzzsprout. If you want to help us with our costs, you can visit our page and click on donate. But if you donate, we'll give you a shout out.
Absolutely. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. You can follow the links in the show notes. The pages are called The One Where We Talk About Friends.
Joe, you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. Was.